We're here live at the Cackleberry Campground for Bike Week, and I've got Michael Allman here from the Michael Allman Band. Thanks, Michael.
What's happening, brother? How you, man?
I'm doing great, man.
It's weird. You can't see him, but I can. That's kind of bizarre.
There you go. First question.
Preacher Stone just got done. They kicked ass, and I'm all sweaty from watching them. So anyway.
There you go. First question. How long you been a professional musician?
I'm still waiting. I've always dreamt of being a professional musician because my father's one of the baddest men to ever walk the planet. And I don't know how to be that yet, but I'm working on it.
There you go.
I mean, I don't really know. I'm not a professional. I'm not a musician. I'm an entertainer. When they ask me what key it's in, I don't know. I'm an entertainer.
I'm the same way. I don't know nothing about keys or reading music.
I thought this was about me.
That's it. Okay, let me change the question. How old were you when you got, or how long ago did you get your first paying gig?
I still have the $20 bill that I made for singing one song with a band that was actually Stranger. They were at the Daytona Beach boardwalk about Christ, I don't even know what year it was, but I was barely, in fact, I wasn't old enough. I was 19 and I borrowed Tom Allman's ID, a buddy of mine that lives here in Daytona. I grew up here. And he said, you can use this ID if you want to, and you can go in there. And Stranger, all the guys are playing, they said, hey, that's Michael Allman. And I said, no, I'm Tom Allman. And it was hysterical, but somebody said, hey, will you sing one song 20 hours? And I sang with Stranger. And I was 19 years old. My first paying gig was $20 with Stranger.
Awesome, awesome. Well, in all the years that you've been on the road, you've toured with a lot of different bands. Other than your own band, what's your favorite band to tour with?
My father's. And I don't sing with him when I go. I really don't want to. God rest his soul when the time comes. I'll put the boots on. Until then, my favorite band to tour with has been I'm gonna have to say that it's a toss-up between I don't even know what Preacher Stone, every time they come around, I love them. And there's bikes going by all the time, so I hope you can hear me. Man, I don't even know how to answer that. And I haven't been on tour with anyone at all. I go on tour, I go and do my guest spots, and I'm building my band, and I'm doing my thing, and I'm having a great time. And I love being me, and I have the worst reputation in the planet. And I'm damn proud of that, too.
You earned it, right?
Well, I over-earned it. But I kind of fixed it now, and I've had a great time. I'm in the Caliper with all the boys that are coming up. Man, there's so many great guys. I can't even come up with them. There's 5 of us right now that are coming up. Preacher Stone's one of them. I'm one of them.
Swamp the Womp.
Jimmy Van Zant, Swamp the Womp. That, thank you. I'm so sorry. Those are some of my Swamp the Womp, some of the best guys I know. Preacher Stone, some of the next best guys I know. Jimmy Van Zant, some of the next. We're all in the same group right now, coming up and having a great time.
You guys are going to be carrying the torch pretty soon.
And then I've got a torch that's going to pick up, and I'm waiting. I hope one of these bikes run me over so that I don't die before my dad does. But should he die before I do, I will be the next Allman. And I will be damn proud of it.
There you go. Very good.
Good night, everybody.
In all the venues you've played in, what's your favorite one?
Well, I'm doing the stuff up north with Charles Neville and I suck at names. I apologize. But I'm doing a bunch of stuff up north. I like the theater seat where everyone's sitting in chairs looking directly at you. That's really impressive because if you make them all keep looking at you, it's really badass. It's really intense. That's where you really learn whether you know what you're doing or not. When everybody's sitting there and they're looking right at you, and the whole time you're singing, they're paid. If they're wandering around the bar drinking, well, that's a drink is my drinking song. Swamp to Womp again.
Yep.
So I see where he got that. But I left town on a midnight whiskey. So, you know, we all have songs we think about when we raise hell, you know, and there's a moment for everything, there's a moment in time, it is what it is. But I'm really loving the theater thing. It's because it's really personal. It's really calm, it's really sweet, it's really personal. And as you can hear, my voice is messed up from all the dust and dirt and night after night at the bike weeks and the loud and trying to talk over all this stuff is really tough. But I love the theater setting.
Awesome.
You know, we go up north, we do the theater stuff. That's really impressive because the people just sit there and they go, I like that.
There you go. Your entire music collection gets wiped out. What's the first CD you replace?
Journey. I'm gonna go with my. I can't live without my Journey CD now. Now you better tell me about the next 5. Now come on, don't make me look like.
Which Journey CD?
That's a toughie. I'm gonna go with probably Departure because that's one that's like from start to finish. There's all of them, but if I had to pick one, I don't really know. They're all great, but I think Departure is my favorite. It's like I don't know. I don't know why. Something about the title. It's really cool, and Departure and the way it seemed like it was on their way out. You know, hey, we're smart guys. We know when we build our thing. You know, hell does not freeze over for Journey.
There you go.
Only the Eagles pull that shit off. However, I bet the Allman Brothers pull that shit off too.
I bet you're right.
Hell will freeze over for the Allman Brothers. You can quote me on that.
Yep.
If I'm wrong, sue me.
All right.
All right, my friend.
I got a couple more for you real quick.
There you go.
Young singer starting out, and he's thinking he wants a career in music. What advice do you have for him?
Man, every piece of advice I have is a bad habit. I mean, a lot of things changed my voice and the way that I sing, and most of it was bad habits. And all through the 70s, they were all doing drugs and stuff, and bad habits change your ability. I did learn, you know, don't overdrink, don't over anticipate. If you can't do it, don't do it. If you can do it, do it. And you don't need too much influence to come first. If you're gonna get up there and sing, do it. You know, you don't have to have that shoehorn, and I thought I did. But I also have that Allman thing behind me, so it made it real hard to get over.
Yep.
I mean, that was a hard curve to get over. Once I got over the being an Allman thing, and that's why I love being a pleasant man and a friend of everybody. And I don't know any other way to be. So just be yourself and mean it. If you mean it, they'll love you.
Beautiful.
You know, don't.
Beautiful. Living or dead? If you could jam with one person, who would it be?
Janis Joplin.
Awesome.
Janis Joplin.
Last question and the hardest one. You've been interviewed a lot of times. What one question would Michael Allman like to answer that nobody ever asks?
How you doing?
Very good.
Good. I'm good enough. How you doing? How are you, Michael Allman?
They never ask you that. Well, Michael, I'm glad to see you, and we always love seeing you, and I thank you for taking the time to interview with us.
You're very
welcome.
welcome,
And we wish
brother.
you nothing but the best of success with your career.
Thank you. MichaelAllmanBand.com.